What is going on, guys? It's the Experience here. Within this video I'm doing another best class setup. Today we're going to be focusing on the MP11 submachine gun. This weapon is fully automatic like most weapons are. It's got the best mobility in its class at about 16, so you can get across the map pretty goddamn fast, just without lightweight or anything, which is good. It's got 7 damage, 7 accuracy, what puts it on par with a K5. You go down to its range and it has 6. Most guns have at least 9 range or so. The range really does put this weapon at the bottom tier of all submachine guns, just because you're going to need somewhat range to get some kills. This weapon is primarily a close quartered combat weapon and should be not used for any sort of range, because you will notice it takes the mick to kill at longer distances. The damage obviously drops off range, so you know the further you fire it, the less damage it's going to do, so that's why it's a primarily close quartered weapon. Although if you do get the MP11 Squeaker or the Goliath, you're going to see a lot of changes substantially in damage, fire rate and a little bit of range, so I would recommend using an elite variant other than the actual stock weapon, because it's probably the worst weapon in its class. So I've tried doing my best to match up the best class setup for this. Hopefully you guys will like it. Let's get on with the class setup. So kicking this class setup off, what you're going to need are 2 wildcards, Perk 3 Greed and Primary Gunfighter. Going down to the attachments, we have a 3 attachment setup, red dot sight, foregrip and advanced rifling. Red dot sight is going to give me more precise aiming. I don't like the iron sights of the MP11. They're too blocky and too small. They're quite tiny, so it makes it a little bit awkward to actually aim at some distance. But if you like the iron sights, take off the red dot sight. I would recommend using laser sight. That will help a ton with this weapon. Just run around hip firing and off you go. Going down to the foregrip. The foregrip is going to reduce vertical recoil as much as it can. With this weapon having next to no range and it recoils quite bad, foregrip is just going to help reduce that recoil both ways, close range, long range, and it's just good to have that on any submachine gun, to be honest. Going down to advanced rifling, this is the most important one. It gives you an extra 2 range, making it 8, which is a hell of a lot easier. It allows you to shoot at a little bit of distance, which is better. It gives you a bit more handling as well, so I would recommend advanced rifling for that one. Going down to the perk system, what we do have is low profile. It's going to keep you off the minimap while enemy UAVs are in the air. I would recommend maybe using lightweight, or I would normally recommend that, but in this case I need 3 attachments for this weapon because that's what I prefer, and lightweight is not needed as the weapon mobility is very high at about 16. Going down to the second perk, fast hands is my main choice out of these, just because you can reload while sprinting, and that's a big feature right there. You don't have to walk, you can always get out of any sticky situation, quickly reload and shoot them back instead of having to walk and then reload, so it benefits you when you're a rushing player, I guess. Going down to perk 3. The perk 3 category, shall I say, we have toughness and blast suppressor, 2 of the most clutch perks within Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Toughness is going to allow you to flinch less when shot. Blast suppressor, well, it's going to keep you off the minimap while using exo moves or your exo suit, which is a very important perk, I'd say. I'm pretty sure you would say that too. Going down to the exo ability, we have nothing, no secondary as usual. What we do have is a space filler or a gap filler. An exo launcher, we have a Semtex. It does work pretty well. You know, Semtex, you can stick people with it, you can just fire it over the map, get a few kills maybe, get some hit markers, you finish them off with your gun. It's kind of a situational grenade, I like to call them, and you can always change that, maybe add to your score streaks, because we are rocking only 2 score streaks. We are using the UAV at 450 points, using the extra point assists, making it, like I just said, 450. Going obviously that point assist is going to help you work towards your second score streak, which is system hack. I still like to use system hack, even though they've made it a little bit nerfed it a little bit and a little bit more expensive. It's still really good to use. It still annoys people, and once you get this like 3 or 4 times a game, well, it still annoys people regardless. Like I said, 750 points it's going to cost you, just because I have the flash module. It's going to flashbang the enemies for a short period of time, and that definitely can throw people off when you do use that. But that's going to be it for this class setup. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this class setup. It's the MP11. I've tried my best with this weapon. It's one of the worst guns I've ever used in any Call of Duty, but hopefully if you like this weapon, I've give you a decent class setup. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.